What's up, ghouls? Haley Adams here with a fun little makeup tutorial for you today. Can you guess? Can you guess what it is? Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. She is one of my absolute favorite characters, full stop. But to cosplay as well, I think if you go check out my Instagram and my TikTok, the majority of the cosplays you will see on there is Elvira. I love her so much, and she's so fun. And it feels, people are probably going to disagree. It feels very empowering to be dressed like this, wearing something, low cut and sexy. We love it. I love it. I wish I could go to work like this. Somebody's honking at me out there. Why is somebody always honking when I'm trying to do a video? Anyway, I'm going to show you guys how to achieve this stunning little, very, very, very cutesy, very demure, very demure look here. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Warning, jump scare. I'm not going to have any makeup on in the next clip. I'm so very sorry. Okay, love you. And she's back with a barefaced jump scare for you. Very sorry, but we gotta start somewhere. I am actually going to do the base for Elvira off camera, mainly because the editing software I use gets mad if a video stretches like beyond 35 minutes, and makeup videos can tend to take a long time for me just because I'm like sitting there doing it, and so for the sake of this video not breaking midway through me doing it, I'm going to do that off camera. The only really special thing you should focus on for Elvira's face is red blush. 80s, they were all about the blush. You want that blush. You'll see it when I come back, so just that's the one important thing to do. I lied. I am going to do the blush on screen because not only is the color and how much of it important, but also the placement is important. So you can see on Elvira, she places her blush where you would do contour. I've done both. I'm already contoured, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pop that blush like in the hollow of your cheek, kind of. I know everybody's face is shaped different, but I think that's kind of integral for getting the look of the character. Not that it's important. I'm using this Laura Geller blush in Pink Grapefruit, which is funny because this is definitely, it's more of a bronzy red. It's not even pink. And you're just gonna liberally apply that. And drag it up too. Like, don't just keep it down. Drag it up as well. Blend it with the contour you put on there. That way the contour looks less wacky. Like, Elvira doesn't kind of go for the undead look like literally every other glamour ghoul. She said it herself, she's a drag queen. So, think of it like that. God, I hope this is turning out on camera. I can never tell with my lighting if it's actually looking good on camera or not. Drives me absolutely insane. It also throws me because this camera doesn't have that auto retouch option like TikTok does. Like, I always look good on TikTok and then I come make a YouTube video and I'm like, oh god, who is that? Now for the part that really, this is what makes you Elvira. It's the eyes. This is the important part. So I already put an eyeshadow base on. I see people go back and forth on whether or not eyeshadow base is necessary. I personally think it is. I don't know. I have oily eyelids. Is that gross? I'm not alive. It's not my fault. But anyway, I like to use it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So I'm going to be using the Lily Munstar palette. She's kind of sexy. I should probably cover that up. From Glam Goth Beauty, because this has the two perfect colors you need. You just need a good blue and a good pink, and I swear it's so much more vibrant in person. It's just my camera. I apologize. But before I go in with those, I'm going to go in with this kind of white shade just to put a base down. That's going to kind of make those colors stick better, even though you have primer on. and it's going to make them pop more. And I'm also hoping it will keep the pink from staining my skin. No matter what the brand is, it does not matter. If I wear a pink or red eyeshadow, which I do frequently, it then stains my eyeballs, so I take it off and then I look like I have conjunctivitis, which that's not hot. So we got that on, and then it doesn't matter what kind of brush you use, like one that's more flat so you have more control, I think is good. And I'm going to start with the pink down the middle first. Oh my god, it is the pink down the middle, right? Hold on. I'm so glad I checked. It's the blue down the middle. Why didn't I know that? Anyway, that's what I'm going to start with. It's the blue down the middle. It's best to do the middle one first. That way you can just kind of like fill in. Now this, I will admit, it's a little bit tricky. So her eye look is not as daunting as you may think. It's just getting the stripes kind of perfectly lined up. And then again, we're going to cover that with wacky eyeliner. So if you mess up, it's really not that big of a deal. But do your best to get the blue down the center of your eye. And then we are going to drag that all the way up to our eyebrow. Now hers actually goes up even past her eyebrow. I'm not going to do that though, because my brows are a lot more intense than hers. She always just left them ginger, which I think is hilarious, because her bangs kind of covered them in the first place. And when I put the wig on, the bangs are going to cover it in the first place. But that's really all you have to do. I'm going to go do the stripe on the second eye, and then I will be right back. Alright, now we got the blue stripes. Don't worry about fallout if it gets like under your eye. Yeah, try to brush it away, but don't stress, because it's gonna pretty much get covered up by eyeliner, and we're gonna kind of like put a little bit of purple down there anyway. And hey, blue and pink makes purple. So now you are going to do the pink on the outside and also on the inside. So just, I mean, yeah, like don't wing it out too much. Also, do your best not to blend it into the blue. We want it pretty distinctly pink blue. So I just kind of drag it to the end of my eyebrow, wherever your eyebrows end. Like, you do you. Like I said earlier, everyone's face is different. Now the inner corner, just again very carefully and take it to where your eyebrow ends. And just fill it in. And if you have nice pigmented eyeshadows, you really don't need to spend too long working on this, because the color should just be bam. But hey, you know, if you're just working with something you got from Claire's, it may take a few coats. There's nothing wrong with that. Whatever you got, you know, I'm not here to tell you buy the expensive shit. Especially because nobody's paying me to tell you. I'm kidding. Even if somebody was paying me, buy what you want. Okay, I'm going to do the other eye now. And now we're ready for the big top. You should feel like a clown. I feel like Captain Spaulding, personally. Wish I had some fried chicken. Okay, so now we're going to do the under eye real quick. You don't want to do too much, because again, we're doing eyeliner, and then we're going to have that V. We don't really want to interrupt the V, so I'm just taking a little bit of the pink I was using, and I'm just gonna brush it under there, and if it mingles with some blue fallout, fine. But don't go past your iris. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're just gonna kind of continue the pink that was already on the corner of your eye. But we really do want this part to like not have a lot on it, because covering stuff up with white is not always that easy. So the cleaner the base there, the better that will be. Alright, moving on to eyeliner now. Yeah. Okay, you want a good liquid liner for this, preferably one with like a pot base, not just a pen, because I find those dry out really quickly, and when you're doing as many wings as we're doing, One of these is better, but whatever brand you want, I'm using the NYX Epic Wear because I want to have a hard time taking this off later. This stuff does not budge. They mean it when they say this is waterproof. It's also makeup remover proof, but hey. Yeah. So, this is where people get a little squirrely. You don't gotta get squirrely. You don't. Because honestly, it can be messy, and it really does not matter. So starting just from the corner of your eye, make a big old wing. And bring it in. We're not going to fill anything in yet, just because. I'm going to start, I will make the base just so I have something to go off of here. I know a lot of people do wing second and then lid first. I'm weird, I guess. I don't know. I'd go into a whole Jughead speech about it. Okay, so now that you have the first one, we're just gonna grow. We're just gonna grow from there. I think she has at least like 3. She's making a fake lash effect is what she's doing with eyeliner. So you want it to look like fake lashes. So starting there, just make another wing. Pull it in and kind of connect it to the line that's already there. This is a bit tough for me because I have deep set eyes, like without it looking like I have deep set eyes, but when I go to do a makeup look like this, it's extremely apparent that it's sunk in there. Again, I'm dead. What do you want? Okay. And then start a little bit lower. It just makes it easier each time you go in for a new wing. And gradually make them smaller as you go. Most of your lid is going to be covered by eyeliner, which again is another good reason to do one of the liquid in a pot instead of a pen. This looks like cock-a-doodle right now. Trust the process. Gotta trust the process. I'm gonna add one more. That might be a mistake. You can leave it at 3 if you're not feeling as ballsy as I am right now. Just a little baby one. Just a baby wing. Okay. And then I'm gonna pull it down. This is another reason you don't have to be quite so meticulous with your eyeshadow, because most of it's getting covered up by eyeliner. And we're just going to fill it in. Just like you're painting a canvas. Yeah, we don't need to watch this. I'll be back after I do the other eye. It's so annoying how they never come out the same. But it doesn't matter. It's camp. It's drag. It's not supposed to be perfection. Okay, now we're going to do bottom liner and that V. You know, that. Now for this, I'm switching things up. I recommend a pen liquid liner or just a pencil because we want to be precise. Oh no, it's going all in my. But that's fine. We'll make it work for us because she kind of has a purple crease. We'll go back in and we'll kind of add that and it'll blend that together. I need to remember not to. Who is texting me? My God. The political text won't stop. Won't stop. It's on my nerves. Okay, so we're going to start by just dragging that along our lower lash line. And again, kind of stop before you get to the inner corner because now we're going to drag from the top, and I already messed up. It's fine. We're going to drag that down. It's horrifying. And then fill in, don't fill in, complete the triangle. Le triangle. But don't fill it in. Connect that to that line you made I'm going to do that on the other eye. And then, yes. This always makes me feel like very black swan, while also being colorful. I should do a black swan look. That'd be cool. Now we're going to fill in that space with white. You can use an eyeshadow. It's not going to show up as well, so I like a white eyeliner. You can use a pencil, or I'm using the NYX, I gotta shake it, Vivid Matte Liquid Liner, which is a risk. It's a risk to do that, but we're doing it anyway. Life is about taking risks. Wow, this is really dried up. We'll see if this even works. You're just going to like gently color in the lines of that V. Don't go over the black. Just try to stay in the lines. We're going back to kindergarten. Yes, I had Gomez. Gomez is in here, making his opinions known. Gomez, should I do a kitty cat makeup tutorial? That might be cute. If there's anything you guys want me to do for Halloween specifically, let me know. I'm looking for video ideas. So remember when I said I thought I was going to be booked and busy? I'm not. I auditioned for a show. I didn't get in. It was a cast of only 5 in my defense. And I got a call back, which is pretty cool. I really didn't expect that, but I was disappointed, to say the least. It was, you guys know that those clips going around YouTube of that very sexy blonde guy playing Dracula in his funny Dracula Comedy of Terrors. It was that show. And they said, gender blind casting. And I was like, I want to be Dracula. And you guys, when I tell you, I got that accent down pat. I can do a Draccent. Do you think they had me read for Dracula? No. They looked at me and they went, she's short. No, so I read for Lucy, which was the second thing I wanted. But now I feel like Uncle Rico. Oh no, he's what I just did. Oh man. Now I feel like Uncle Rico. I'm like, if they would have just let me read for Dracula, could have got the Tony. Could have gone all the way. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be a very good show. But now I actually have time to do fun Halloween things, because that was going to take up literally every second of my spare time. Okay, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to put on mascara. I'm going to put on fake lashes, and then I will be back. Alright, lashes are on, and you do not need to go crazy with your fake lashes, like, at all. Unless you want to, then go for it. But because you already have drawn on fake lashes, just, or if you don't want to wear any, don't. I also filled in my eyebrows, even though you really, again, you don't have to do that. So the last 2 steps on the face. We, of course, need her iconic mole, which is on the right side of her cheek there. So I'm going to just get a brown eyeliner. There is a hair on the side of my nose. So what happens when you have sweet, beloved little pets? You love them more than anything. They get their hair just all over, but it's fine. We're literally just going to go doink. Oh, that's a lot bigger than I wanted it to be, but it's fine. I really like the way Pinup Palmer does fake beauty marks. If you guys don't know who she is, you should follow her on here. She is very cool. What she does is she takes a bobby pin and dips it into black eyelash glue and then goes boink. That way it like raises and it stays put like an actual beauty mark. I do not have black eyelash glue, however, so I cannot do that, but people are tagging me and things. Do people like me? We'll look at that later. Okay, so beauty mark is on. Now lips. So I'm going to start with just a red lip liner. This one is from Glam Goth Boutique. Names are escaping me today, guys. I love all these brands. And a lot of them have similar names because I'm into, you know, spooky stuff. I'm just doing my natural lip shape. Her lips are like, her mouth is wider than mine. I'm not going to try to create that illusion because I'm not trying to look like just a clone. I want to look like Elvira, but also like I'm doing a cosplay. I'm not trying to turn into her. This conversation could get very creepy very fast. So I'm just, yeah. Following the natural line my lips make. This is gonna make me yawn. Okay. So just getting the line set. Then we need the red lipstick. Now I know in the 80s her iconic lip color was MAC's Ruby Woo, which literally everyone used Ruby Woo by MAC. I'm pretty sure Tiffany Valentine in the TV series, she wears Ruby Woo. There's someone else. Just everybody's wearing Ruby Woo. I can't imagine that Cassandra Peterson herself anymore uses MAC. Same reason I don't buy from MAC anymore. This lipstick is ancient. Okay, I don't buy from them anymore because I learned they still test on animals. Why? What's the point? Why are you testing on animals? So her being like a big PETA advocate, vegan, you know, animal rights person, I doubt she still uses this, but it's what was used in the 80s. So, and you can tell this is ancient because I had to like jam it onto my lips. It is such an iconic color, and I can't go buy a new one because morals. The day MAC stops testing on animals, I'm probably gonna throw a party because then I can go buy from them again. Same with like NARS, like all the high-end brands, which I shouldn't be buying from anyway because they're freaking expensive. They all still test on animals. And it's like if the lower end brands have the means and the resources to not do that and they're selling a lipstick for $10, but you're still doing it and you're selling a lipstick for $50, what's going on? What are we doing? Alright. Ta-da. Do that so it doesn't get on our teeth, not because I'm trying to be kinky for you guys. And we're going to set that. To be fun, I'm going to use the Peanuts Profusion Mummy setting spray because Halloween! Yay! And also it smells like orange lollipops. I only did 2 spritzes because I'm not going anywhere. Alright, wig, costume. I'll be right back. And voila, that is the finished look. The wig is from Amazon, which I've had for several years now at this point, and it's actually still holding up. Normally, like, if I was going to a convention or something, I would pin this to my head, and also I would put half of my hair up so there's something to hang on to inside the wig. But when I'm just, like, doing cosplays at home for, like, TikTok or YouTube, I just leave all my hair down because you can't tell what's wig and what's my hair. It blends right on in. I do wish this was kind of more contained. At the moment, it's not. Again, if I was actually going somewhere, I would do something about it. But yeah, wig I got from Amazon. This dress is from, I don't want to admit where it's from, but it's from Shein. I know, gross. I needed something quick and cheap that I could rip apart. So it's heavily, heavily altered from Shein. I had to actually sew up the cleavage more. Believe it or not, this plunged down to my belly button. And when I saw it on the model on the website, obviously it looked good and her boobs looked great. So I was like, I'm going to buy that one. And then I came and it was like, whoa. I'm like, it's even too much for Elvira. So, so yeah, those are the deets on that. Same with the corset. That's also from Shein. Oh, I know, it's gross. We don't like it. But cosplay is not cheap. And sometimes you need the cheaper alternatives. These earrings are from Forever 21. Ring is probably Shein. Sue me. I'm sorry. I don't shop from there anymore. I don't. That is it for today's video, and I just realized you can see my discarded clothing. on the bed back there. Don't look at that. That feels too intimate. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, tell me in the comments if you're going to do this look, how you feel about it. Tell me what other makeup looks you would like to see me do, because I love sitting here yapping and doing my makeup. And I love Elvira so much. So this is always, it's always a pleasure to do. Alrighty. Ooh, I can actually say this time. Unpleasant dreams. You can follow me on TikTok.